Say squat this bitch, squat, squat, squat. Ever go hard in this bitch like, ay, 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 ay. Say gang in this bitch, gang. Ever go bang in this bitch like, ay, 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 ay. Say squat in this bitch, squat, squat, squat.
Yo, what up, world? Happy New Year to y'all, man. Welcome to another episode of UMG Presents the BloodSport Report. I am your host, Don Blazion, a.k.a. Mr. BloodSport. And I'm here with my co-host.
You already know, man. It's Jaskizzal, hashtag the greatest show on stage, a.k.a. Smoking Jay Frazier. What up, though?
Believe that.
Yeah.
So, man.
What's going on, man? Happy New Year to you,
2020,
brother.
Happy New Year to you as well, brother.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? We getting into this wrap up, man. 2020 was an eventful year. You know what I mean? Shout out to Battle Rap and to URL, RBE, KOTD, you know, every league out here that still put in work. Because like you said, how'd you say it earlier, bro? You said, man, Battle Rap was like the one form of entertainment that was like almost unfazed.
They ain't let up this year. If you think almost every sport had a moment where they weren't able to do it with operate how they usually operate. Battle Rap was consistent all through the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Like they went to the quarantine battles, but they quickly adjusted and they started being able to function, and we had big cards. We had major matchups this year, and we were fully entertained by Battle Rap this year, man. So salute to Battle Rap, man. One of the
Battle Rap and
most consistent brands or genres of entertainment during this pandemic. They held us down all 2020. Shout out URL. Shout out all the major leagues. Man.
Gotta definitely, man.
Shout out to small leagues too, man.
Shout out to small leagues. I just want to send a special shout out to URL because they did it at such a great like magnitude, bro, and like at a very consistent rate. You know what I mean? They was giving us shit like every 2 weeks and shit this year. So that's why I want to send a special shout out to them. But you're right, bro. Shout out to all the smaller leagues that put on.
They had events. You know what I'm saying? Like they went from like really having to switch up things, you know what I'm saying? Having to find buildings on the phases switching.
You know, they had to move on that microscope. Like, that's why, you know, still shout out to the smaller leagues, but it's a little bit easier for them to navigate versus, like, when it's going out to the masses the way that they doing it, bro. They can't just do it any kind of way. They got to go by guidelines, and they still met that. So, had a different pressure that they was working with, but still, man, shout out to all the leagues, man, who put in that work and shit.
Man, y'all really held us down this 2020. So now you know what time it is, man. 2021
Let's get into this shit,
is
man.
here now, so we gotta say, as far as battle rap, and we talking about the major leagues, who was the top 10 battlers of 2020, man?
Top 10, man. So
and we got an honorable mention.
Man. Got to shout them out, man. Real sick.
Yeah, real
honorable
sick,
mention, man. Had a very impactful and very impressive year.
And I think it was crazy because for him to be mentioned as a rookie and the people that he's battled and the performances that he's put on, even when he had the loss with Jada Nightwing, he was crazy. And I think that battle is what pushed him forward, even in a loss that people saying that was the best battle of, you know what I'm saying, that first round and that day. So, and he hasn't let up. He hasn't stumbled. I ain't heard him stumble. I ain't heard him even look slightly close to a choke. Every battle he's been in this year, and he had a classic with Chiller, man. So he had an amazing year.
And what makes Real Sick Stain even more impressive is that when I think about it, bro, to me, it's like he built his profile in this year, and we put him in honorable mention of top 10 because I really just got on the Real Sick here in 2020 in the tournament and shit.
Yeah, I went and looked at his old battles after that.
Yeah, after that. I checked out a few of the older battles. He been nice, but he really, like you say, you went back then, so he kind of, when you think about it, he kind of built his profile up in a year, and we talking about him in the same year. Man, shout out to Real Sick, bro. That's impressive.
He really maximized after that because I think every one of them I kind of heard before. And I heard of Real Sick before, but as far as the Ultimate Madness tournament, when seeing his name, he was the one that you kind of knew less about as far as battle rap and being associated with URL or having a band, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really know too much about him, man, but man, when
he stepped down, when we touched down,
he's
man,
elevated every battle, you know what I'm saying? Every battle, man. So, and he's consistent, you know what I'm saying? And he can rap. You know what I'm saying? It's not
sidebar.
What's that one? That's the.
It's a Blackberry Brandy.
Yeah,
that
man. Was crazy. That
Blackberry Brandy, Juicy J's, man. Hey, yo, Caps, man. I know you fuck with the J Papers right now, bro.
Yeah,
but
man. Shout out to Angry fans too.
Shout out to Angry fans,
Caps.
yeah, man. You know what I mean? Fuck with these Juicy J's, getting the goddamn regular size and the king size and shit. These shits is the shit, bro. My bad, sidebar.
With real sick being honorable mention, let's get into this top 10 list, man.
Let's do it.
Top 10, the number 10 person on the list as far as battles of the year, Arsenal, man.
Arsenal, man. Arsenal come in at number 10.
I never was a really like big Arsenal fan. You know what I'm saying?
Me neither.
He was just Mr. Disrespect, but this year he has been very consistent and like, as they say, back in his bag. Like he's been really performing great. He's actually been taking battles seriously. Mm-hmm. Like I think he probably wouldn't give it credit, but after Ad whipping his ass, I think he said, okay, you know what I'm saying, let me stop playing. And he, you know what I'm saying, he just only, he was like, he came to show up depending on how he felt about the name of the battler instead of the talent of the battler. You know what I'm saying? Av smoked him, and then all of a sudden he woke up when he saw chess. And this year, he been I even been seeing him do more lyrical than disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like with official, like he just rapped. You know what I'm saying? With Jerry West, he was rapping. Like I was really liking seeing this version of Arsenal. You know what I'm saying?
Almost want to say like a vintage Arsenal, but a better version of the vintage Arsenal. So shout out to Arsenal, man. You know what I mean? Man. But so we got Arsenal where number 10? You said?
Yeah. I mean, just Arsenal. Just looking at thinking about who has he lost to beside like after the T-Top, which was a great battle though. You know what I'm saying? Which I give that to T-Top, but after that, you know what I'm saying? As soon as the pandemic hit and everything changed, like he really been just cooking. You know what I'm saying for 2020. Number 9. Number 9, man, and I don't know if some people might want to argue with him. I think he gets a lot of
Raw too, bro.
He gets a lot of hate, but JC at number 9, man.
JC at number 9?
Yeah, JC at number 9, man. JC has had, and it's crazy, people would downplay his year because of his opponents and the fact that he had that hit list that he said he wanted, and he was only
what he actually got.
Yeah, I mean, he got clips, and you could possibly say he lost that battle. I think I did get clips on that battle. But then after that, he had the loss, and which I thought was he sounded good, but people took the outside part of the battle and made that a narrative part of the battle. But his battle with Loso definitely won that one. But besides that, he's been consistent. Like every time he's on stage, you gonna get JC, and it's not gonna be according to his opponent. You know what I'm saying? Like you could say JC been battling too much, or he been taking the wrong. Listen, he take who they give him, and he smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like
every time though, man. Like that's what I appreciate about him.
Yeah. And
the person that I believe is in the next order.
Yeah, number 8, Danny Myers.
You know Danny Myers, man. Is that they don't give a fuck about that other shit, bro.
Yeah, it ain't the name for them. It's the opponent. You know what I'm saying? And this the thing. All that you battling too much, man. Listen, man. If you get paid to do what they get paid to do, with the amount, the size of the checks they get paid to do it, to a person that can really do that, it's nothing. If you're going to give me this amount of money and I got to rap for 9 minutes, or I got to rap for 8.5 minutes, or, okay, I'm good. Give me that, and I'll take another nigga too. And like, you know what I'm saying? So, all this battling too much, man. If you winning, now if you battling too much, you start losing, now I need to reevaluate what you're doing.
Facts,
But at the speed that JC at number 9 and Danny Myers at number 8, if they keep cooking, they keep cooking. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and we expect.
I want to see Danny with some bigger plates though, just because I feel like he's deserving of it.
Now he's getting it with Arsenal.
Yeah, now he's getting it with Arsenal. And shout out to my bro right here, Jaskizzal. He called that shit too.
Yeah. I told you it was gonna happen. Now when I saw Ars even mention his name, I said, oh, they must got paid for that.
Shout out to Raw too for this hands-free shit. See how I just got there, kept smoking, kept the cipher alive, and then got there. Now I mean, shout out to me, shout out to Raw. But my bad, bro. I'm hitting the mic and shit. My bad.
Yeah, man, it was
Yeah,
it was a great year for Danny too, man.
Both of them brothers.
Just going through the Ultimate Madness tournament, he was just going off. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like he beat Holmesy the guy. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I can argue that he beat Holmesy the guy. But Danny was just going off, man, and he just had a crazy battle with Ill Will that you can debate whether Danny won that too. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
And he had a classic with goddamn
that was one of the best battles of the year between him and Ill Will.
Yeah,
came in last minute in the clutch.
Crazy as hell, and you can debate who won that battle as well. You know what I'm saying? Felt what I love from that battle, and another reason why Danny is at the space he is because even after the round with Easy the Block Captain would go. And it would be crazy. This nigga just changed the whole mood. Like, damn, this nigga just talked to him. Danny just flawlessly goes back into shifting, all right, this is about bars again. And he does Danny, and you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't.
He shows why he's
such a
renowned writer,
you can hit him as many times, and he's going to come back the next round with the same intensity every time. You know what I'm saying? And that's what he did all year.
That's a fact.
Number 7.
Number 7, man. Who we got?
Bill Collector.
Great
year from Bill Collector, man. He elevated he started off the year crazy with beating T-Top in a battle that people didn't have.
They counted him out.
Yeah, they didn't predict him
to
win that battle. You know what I'm saying? And he just continued that. You know what I'm saying? The Ultimate Madness tournament, he just was showing different levels. Like, he damn near every round you start looking like, hold on, can he be beat? You know what I'm saying? Like, he did take the loss to Holmesy, the God in the finals. But every time we saw, and then he had a crazy battle, which was dope with Yoshi G. But every time we saw Bill Collector, he's one battler this year, and it's hard to say this, but I don't think I've seen a bad Bill Collector battle this year. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I've seen Bill Collector battle this year. And
I could agree with that.
It wasn't entertaining. You didn't get something from it.
And I'm not even the biggest Bill Collector fan, right?
I wasn't until this year. Watching him this year,
I put it like this, because I ain't gonna never say he was whack or whatever, but I really, really wasn't a fan of his. I just didn't kind of take him serious. So I started listening to Bill. I'm like, yo, okay, Bill got bars.
He can rap.
Like my bro, shout out to Marcel. Marcel, a diehard Bill Collector fan, because I always found him humorous, but I like the bars. And I'm like, hold on. Start listening to him. I'm like, yo, Bill can rap, bro.
Yeah, man, he can rap.
And as of lately, man, I've been kind of becoming more so of a Bill fan. So Bill to me this year, man, like you said, bro, he had a very good 2019 too. And he kept that momentum, bro.
He kept that momentum.
Kept it going. So shout out to Bill, bro. Bill is very well deserving of that spot, bro.
Yeah.
I believe.
He had a great
agree
year,
with you
man.
there, bro.
Number 6, and there's gonna be a lot of people that argue with us on this. They're gonna hate this one, but they gonna feel he should be higher.
Who we got, bro?
Number 6 is K-Shine.
K-Shine. Yeah, I got, me personally, I was comfortable, when we was kind of compiling the list at number 6 because of the volume that he's battled this year.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Even though he showed up in the volume, got a little bars of double R.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He showed up in the volume, but he was lacking in the volume. You know what I'm saying?
And it was it put like this. It was such a big break between battles. You know what I'm saying? Started out the year with Genesis, and that was a battle that was forgettable with him and Clips. Then we didn't see him until, and we talking about real battles, which you consider real battles. We didn't see him until Chess.
Yeah,
and
he
great performance.
Up.
Great performance against Chess. He showed up. Then he had E Hart. Body bag. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry to say it, man. Shout out to E Hart. I like E Hart, but he smoked E Hart.
Dog walked there.
Yeah.
And then he
not
had,
even fair. You fucked up for that 2K shot. Man, that shit, man. Hey, bro, he ain't even be like, you know what?
Man.
I'm gonna turn it to an 8.5.
Nah, man.
Cause she a female. I respect what she do. I'm gonna give it 8.5. Now, that nigga went 10. 10 and a half every motherfucking round. He did not take a second off a bar.
Listen,
off. So
that was just as. That reminded me of Chess and Tory though at Royalty, man. Facts, he did, that was crazy. And
then with him and Chess,
yeah. And then he had the battle with Pat Stay. That Pat Stay was lackluster, and then it was just. I wanted to see a better. I wonder if Pat Stay would have been better. Would K-Shine would have You know what I'm saying? Beat him, like, because I wanted to see the K-Shine I saw versus Chester E. Hart versus Pat Stay. You know what I'm saying? I didn't see that as much as I wanted to. But that's why he's at 6. And the reason why he's at 6 is because the person at 5th just had classic after classic after classic this year.
Coming in at number 5, man.
Top 5, man, and it's
top
gonna be
5.
crazy.
We down to the nitty gritty, to the shit.
Look,
we in the trenches, baby.
It's crazy that he's top 5 because he's top 5, in my opinion, with the caliber of battles, him arguably not losing any of these battles, and the fact that he's not even on URL, hasn't had a URL battle yet. A-Ward, man. Gotta give it to him, man.
I
mean, the joint he just had with O-Red, crazy.
I'm calling it a classic already, crazy. Bro. You calling it a classic already?
Crazy. Listen, I think it's going to be one of the best battles of 2020.
Definitely. I'm calling it a classic because of the already, like, replay value.
Yeah. I watched it twice.
You know what I'm saying? And it was just a fucking bar fest,
I watched it twice. Then he started off the year with Get Back. And no, I think the battle before that was the 2-on-2. Which is arguably one of the battles of the year.
Him and
Loso versus
Geechee.
and Geechee.
Yeah.
He had that Get Back battle with Danny. Classic. That shit was crazy.
They went to war in there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then he had Chef Trez this year. He had Mac Myron this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody he's battled is an arguable name. You would say they have a name in battle rap. And you'd be hard pressed to find a loss.
And you made a very good point when you said, man, he did it off of URL.
Off of URL, dog. And
that's
saying a lot.
Like,
that's saying a lot to be on this list, bro. And it's saying a lot to be number 5.
Yeah,
but I feel he deserves it. You know what I'm saying?
I couldn't think of nobody like more deserving
to
be in the top 5. Yeah, facts, man. Shout out to A-Ward, man, and everything that, him and the Horsemen do. What they bring to battle rap for sure,
dope,
man.
Dope.
So who we got at number 4, bro?
Number 4, listen.
What we doing, man?
These last 4 can be altered. And when the champion of the year comes out, these last 4 are all gonna have. I think they're all gonna have first place votes from somebody. There can be interchange, but I think this person's number 4 because of these other 3 resumes. But number 4 on the list, the nigga made history this year, man.
Talk to me.
Ill Will,
bro.
Ill Will, man. And I'm gonna tell you, listen. Okay, he started off the year with 40 cows this year.
Yep.
Yeah, 40 cal on Get Back. And I think the only reason that has him at 4, he should have 30, 40. After what we saw versus Jag, he should have 30, 40.
Yeah.
And I think that might have hurt. That might have hurt his 2020 stock because he didn't 30 him. He should have killed him. It shouldn't have been nothing else to say. You know what I'm saying? But then he had John.
Which ain't no motherfucking slouch. Which ain't no look. They ain't no walk in the park. You know what I mean?
Listen, man. John been on a fucking crazy run.
You better pack your lunch. You go get John.
Oh, man. Like,
for real, bro.
It's arguably a 2-1 Ill Will. You know what I'm saying? And Ill Will had a year like everybody. He was one of the most feared battlers this year. And then when I got to Born Legacy and saw him back to back, it wasn't that he faced 2 people in one night when he beat Miss Miami and Yana. But I watched him battle Miss Miami, 30, all 3 rounds, went through it, wasn't no question. Turn around and tell Yana, you up next. Back to back, 30s. Never seen nobody do nothing like that.
I remember you coming back telling me about that shit, bro.
Man, that was historic.
It's one thing to hear you say it, then a few people talk about it.
I watched it with my eyes, though,
bro. But when I seen it, I could only imagine being there in person. The way you said he was like, man, the nigga battle once and was like, all right, bring your ass out here, let's get it.
I wish URL would have dropped him on the app back to back.
I know, man. I think it was such a disservice.
Yeah, they should have dropped it the same day too, back to back. Because that's how historic it was. They should have felt how we felt watching it back to back.
Let that shit fade in the way that you said it happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Let that shit fade in.
Exactly,
That should have been dope. That should have been dope. But
But
Ill Will Man had a very impressive year.
And then he ended it off with a crazy battle versus Danny Miles,
man. Like that is like, bro, they came through in the clutch, bro, at the end of the year, and arguably had one of the battles of the year.
And one of the best battles probably the best battle on that card. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
that was a crazy battle.
Who we got,
top
man?
Three, man.
Top three.
And I could have had this person at number 2 for real. Could have had this nigga at number 1. But top 3.
Just pass the flavors. Y'all see that shit, man? We got the motherfucking blackberry brandy bracken. We got the motherfucking mango.
Boy.
You know what I'm saying?
This is what we do. Bars and jars.
Bars and jars, baby.
Number 3. Geechee got it.
Listen, man. I know niggas don't want to see it, man. I know niggas don't want to see.
Listen, man.
See Geechee for that 3-peat, but man,
he could possibly do it, and he definitely in my top 3 this year because he started off with the battle with Twerk, and that was supposed to be the battle for the new face of the URL.
And that was not even close.
And he went off. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
He went off. I mean, you know,
just because Twerk had a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, he had a lot of shit going on, but man, we can't let that downgrade the performance we saw from Geechee. Yeah. And then, so think about this. That's the first name he had. Then, you know what I'm saying, he had his battle on the rooftop with Chilla. Chilla was on the rooftop with him. You know what I'm saying? He battled B Magic. He beat B Magic on the roof. He beat B Magic on the roof. He beat I think he had somebody else on the roof too. Cause I think he had like 3 sterilized battles on the roof. This nigga was going off on steroids. He was going off, yeah.
Then he had this pandemic stuff.
Yeah, nah. He was battling. He was smoking shit this year, man. Then he had Verb. He had Clips. You know what I'm saying? He had Goods at the end of the year. Like the legends that he's battled. You know what I'm saying? The niggas in GOAT status that he's battled this year is crazy. Like. And he started, and this don't have nothing to do with 2020, but damn, the nigga starting off the year with doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like the names he's battled. He's had GOAT tier names this year. And he's had debatables where I can't really name a Geechee Gotti battle this year where it was clear loss for him.
You never get a trash Geechee, you know what I'm saying? You never get a trash Geechee or a mediocre Geechee, so you know what I mean? I definitely, man.
But I think because of the top 2 people, I think because of the top 2 people in the second half of 2020, I think it overshadows what Geechee Gotti has done since January. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? His from January till now is why he can arguably be number 1 or 2. But I think the second half of the year for these top 2 was so crazy that their momentum just came at the right time, and they had they had good beginnings too. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to the number 2, man. Which is gonna be this is most controversial because of what we just seen, but this is my opinion. You may disagree. I don't know if you swapped the 2, and we did agree. You know what I'm saying? Once we heard the list, but number 2, Chilla Jones, man.
Chilla, man, yeah. We did like a little switcheroo, but yeah, man, Chilla.
They could be flip flop. And you know, Chilla just beat B-Dot.
I ain't mad at somebody like switching them around. You know
Chilla
what I mean?
I think because, B-Dot.
Bro,
and so that means I know B-Dot number 1, but we're going to get to that.
Yeah. But facts. But I think it come down to those 2 because it's almost like a preference thing, bro. We just happen to be diehard B-Dot fans, bro. So maybe we just want to see.
I'm going to tell you like this.
I'm good.
I'm going to tell you like this. For this, I am a fan, but I'm also like, I'm looking at it because if that's the case, I would just slide. I would say, you know what, I'm gonna put Av at honorable mention just because of the battle with Fonz. Like if I'm being biased, you know what I'm saying? With this,
that would be like clearly.
Yeah, I would still do it though if I want to be biased. But you know what I'm saying? With this, I'm gonna be that fan. On the Av, though. I'm gonna be that facts. I'm gonna be that fan. But when it comes to what I seen from B-Dot at the beginning of the year to the end, and the fact that even though Chilla won that battle, I feel like when I looked at it back, the material-wise, B-Dot's material was better. So even though that
did say that tonight when you came in,
that second round slippage, Like, man, it's really, even though, and B-Dot said he counts that as a loss. You know what I'm saying? But looking at it back and you hear the material, you know what I'm saying? Like, his material was better. You know what I'm saying? And that's in my opinion. But you got to look at.
You could definitely argue that it's like material was better.
You got
like a lot of people are making that argument. I think you can make the argument that his material was better, but I feel like it's almost no argument to say that Chilla's overall performance was better. You know what I mean? Like as far as the lack of stumbles, that's his overall performance.
He was his overall performance.
But B-Dot's material is arguably,
now check this out. So we looking at Chilla had Geechee on the Roof. He had Rum Nitty.
Mm-hmm.
He had the Classic with Real Sick.
Yeah.
He just had B-Dot. Am I missing one?
Bro, I don't know how you remember this many.
I don't think I'm missing one. But Chilla has had an amazing year, especially like that battle with Rum. I think started making people saying, "Hold on, like, okay, this ain't the Chilla we seen from KLTD."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
For Chilla,
yeah. And then he started just going crazy, and he's been damn near flawless in this setting.
Yeah, man, this has been like his year, man, his era, like in this small room shit, man. That's why I love this shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But like, so why B-Dot for you number one?
B-Dot
I ain't gonna lie. Matter of fact, bro, if you don't mind, that was rude to ask that, but I just want to answer because mine's gonna be a short answer.
No, I'm gonna tell you
why I'm saying B-Dot number one is strictly just for like because I can understand somebody arguing Chilla for number one as well as B-Dot. They both had crazy years. I do believe that, you know, like I said, I feel like in that battle between them two, Chilla had the better performance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's strictly off like preference. I can't even say preference. I'm just a bigger B-Dot fan than Chilla fan.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I'm going to tell you like this.
Level. That's my reason for putting B-Dot at number one. I feel like skill level is arguable, and because it's arguable, I'm just going with B-Dot because I like B-Dot more.
I'm going to tell you what...
Being real.
I'm going to just tell you, and I'm basing this off of 2020. Mm-hmm. So it has nothing to do with what I'm a fan of. Okay. The reason why B-Dot is back 2020 Battle of the Year is because, all right, we're going to start it off at the beginning. And when that rooftop kind of changed everything, and now you know what I'm saying, that was the first face-to-face battles, you know what I'm saying, like, after the pandemic hit. Mm-hmm. And then it wasn't no Rooftop Chilla. It was Rooftop Dot. People started calling him the name of the location where the battles had happened.
Right.
And everybody else was battling on that. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't a Rooftop Dot. It wasn't a Rooftop Rum. It was Rooftop Dot. You know what I'm saying? Then he had a classic, one of the battles of the year versus Saga. And before Daylight and Tay-Rock, that was Battle of the Year. It wasn't even a question. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was supposed to be Lux and Surf was supposed to take that crown, but no, that wasn't even it wasn't no battles that was talked about as Battle of the Year after that until Daylight and Tay-Rock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he had T-Top, which T-Top is hard to beat. T-Top ain't
man.
Like,
I ain't know how to call that. I went because
his second and third. He's second and third, 2-1. You know what I'm saying? He took that. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't easy to do against Top. Man. Top don't disappoint. So
he was with Geechee versus A-Ward and Loso, another contender for Battle of the Year. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He faced the $25,000 winner, Ultimate Madness 2, Holmesy the God, and 30'd him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time we saw B-Dot, it wasn't a question. He was in the same category this year as an Ill Will, also as an A-Ward, as a K-Shine. He was one of the scariest people to battle.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like, it was... no matter who K-Shine battled, no matter who B-Dot battled, it was not... They weren't questioning whether he was going to win. It was questioning whether it was going to be 3-0 or 2-1. Yeah. And he also beat Rum on the Roof, man.
Yeah.
He beat Rum Nitty on the Roof.
On the Roof,
That started it. That started the Rooftop Dot. You know what I'm saying? So...
Shout out to B-Dot, man.
He just had an amazing year. He was consistently all through the year. You know what I'm saying? The last battle, him stumbling was a shock. Like it.
A shock.
The whole when we was watching the battle,
that shit was heartbreaking, man. Like, I was like, oh my God.
I was so surprised.
It was like watching like, I guess, because I ain't a big sports fan, but it was like, I guess, watch one of your favorite athletes get injured or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what it felt like. It was like,
man, look.
You know what I mean?
As a fan, I was like, why? Because I was pushing for him. But the things that he's done this year, how he's taking advantage of the room, he deserves Battle of 2020, man.
Yeah, man. Definitely give you, man. Battle of 2020, man. You know, from the BloodSport Report. Yeah. You know what I mean? From us, man, we going #1, man, with B-Dot, man. Yeah. And shout out to everybody, man. It's just us, man. We just chilling in the Raw Cave, man. You know Raw Camp, baby.
We just let y'all in on these conversations we be having. This is what we do. Y'all get to watch.
That's what we do, man. But, man, appreciate y'all, you know, checking us out, man, and the support throughout the whole 2020, 2021. You know what I mean? Yeah, Happy New Year, man. We coming with some new shit this year, some new ideas, some new people to the panel. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. We got
some different little media ventures popping off, so I definitely be on the lookout for that, man.